You don't feel anxious because life is unstable. You feel anxious because you are trying to control something that was never meant to be controlled. And the moment you hear that, something inside you already knows it's true. From the outside, you look fine, responsible, capable, strong. But inside, there's a quiet pressure all the time, planning, preparing, replaying conversations, trying to prevent the next mistake, trying to stay ahead of the next problem. And you may not call it fear, you call it being careful, being smart, being responsible. But your body knows the truth. It's exhausting. Control is not just a behavior, it's a belief that says, if I can manage enough, if I can predict enough, if I can hold everything together, then I will finally feel safe. So you try to control outcomes, control people's reactions, control how you're perceived, control your own emotions. And the more you try, the tighter life feels. Here's the trap. Control doesn't create peace. Control creates tension. Because control requires one thing that life will never give you: certainty. Life moves, people change, plans break, bodies age, feelings rise and fall. And the mind keeps saying, no, not like that. So it tightens, and that tightening is what you call anxiety. Notice something simple. Two people can face the same uncertainty. One becomes tense, the other stays steady. The difference is not intelligence, not strength. It's resistance. The mind suffers not because things change, but because it demands that they shouldn't. And the demand is invisible most of the time. It hides inside thoughts like, this shouldn't be happening. They shouldn't treat me like that. I can't let this go wrong. I need to fix this now. Control is often just the mind refusing reality. Think about a moment when you felt you were losing control. Maybe someone didn't respond. Maybe plans shifted. Maybe you felt misunderstood. Maybe the future felt unclear. What happened first? Not in your thoughts, in your body. Your breath became shallow, your chest tightened, your stomach contracted. Then the mind arrived, trying to solve the feeling with thinking, and it calls that problem solving. But it's not problem solving, it's self-protection. It's the nervous system saying, make it certain, make it safe. Now listen carefully. This is where most people go wrong. They hear let go and they turn it into another project. How do I let go? How do I stop controlling? How do I become calm? But that question is still control. So here is a quieter truth. You don't need to let go. Not yet. You only need to notice what you've been gripping. Because the grip weakens when it is seen clearly, not forced, not fought, seen. Right now, as you listen, notice where the control is living. Maybe it's in your jaw, in your shoulders, in your breath. Maybe it's in a thought you're holding on to, like, I need to figure this out. I can't afford to fail. I must not be rejected. I need an answer. Don't argue with it. Don't try to change it. Just notice. This is the grip. And in that noticing, something softens just slightly. That softening is not weakness. It is reality being allowed to move again. The mind keeps searching for safety in certainty, but certainty is a moving target. Real steadiness comes from something else, the willingness to be with life as it is, without tightening against it. Not passive, not careless, just honest. Control is not love. Control is fear. And when fear is seen, it doesn't need to be defeated. It simply doesn't need to run your life anymore. If this felt uncomfortably true, that's a good sign. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you are seeing something clearly. And clarity changes everything, quietly. If you want more reflections like this, you can subscribe to Quiet Clarity, not to learn more, but to see more. Take a slow breath and let this moment be enough.